Are you thinking about buying a home? If you are thinking about buying a home, then lenders will typically look for something called the debt to income ratio. What is your debt to income ratio? In this video, we are going to break that down. The debt to income ratio, as the name implies, two things come out: the debt and the income. So lenders will typically compare how much debt you have to the income you are making, expressed as a percentage, right? So your total amount of debt is going to be divided by your total income, and that is going to be expressed as a percentage. Ideally, you want to keep the debt to income ratio below 43%. If you can even keep it as low as 36%, that makes you a more viable candidate in the eyes of the lender. But how is the debt actually calculated? When you apply for a loan, your social security number is going to be used to pull your credit report. And in this credit report, they are going to find out all the debts you have, which could be any school loan you're making, any auto loan you're making, any personal loan you're making, or any loan you've ever contracted before. It might be even a prior mortgage you may have contracted. Now, all of these, all the payments you are making, that is going to be summed to constitute your debt. And in addition to all the payments or all the payments you are already making, the mortgage you're applying for is going to be added to your debt. So if you had a total debt of $500 and you're applying for a mortgage where the payment is going to be $1,500, in this case, to calculate the debt to income ratio, the debt is going to be the $1,500 mortgage payment plus the debt that you already have from credit card or school loans or personal loan, right? And in this case, your debt is going to be $2,000. Now, how do we calculate the debt to income ratio? We take the debt, we divide by your total income. So if in this case, for example, you were making an income of $5,000, that would be 2,000 divided by 5,000, expressed as a percentage, or multiplied by 100, that gives you a 40% of debt to income ratio. And that is very good. 40% debt to income ratio, ideally that is good. But you want to make sure you keep this as low as you can, and in this video I want to share some 5 tips that can help you to reduce your debt to income ratio. Number 1, you want to make sure you pay all debts you have, or you want to make sure you pay debt as much as you can. So if you have a credit card payment, make sure you pay off that credit card. If you have an auto loan, make sure you try to pay that debt as much as you can. Number 2, make sure you avoid any new debt. When you're preparing to buy a home, put everything on hold, because that might affect your debt to income ratio. If you contract a new debt, that is going to increase your debt to income ratio. That is not good in the eyes of the lender. Number 3, you can use the loan consolidation method. Loan consolidation here simply means you take a new loan at a lower interest rate to pay off a higher interest loan. So you had a $10,000 loan at a 10% interest rate. You simply find someone that is going to give you that same $10,000 loan, but at a 4% interest rate. That is going to reduce your payment. Number 4, what you want to do is that you want to spend wisely. And in this case, most often, you want to stick to a budget. Sticking to a budget is going to help you to avoid unnecessary expenditures and thereby avoiding